So I decided this year, because Season 6 of My Little Pony was so up and down in terms of episodes I did and didn't like, I'm going to change up my end of the season list. Instead of a top 5, bottom 5 for the end of the year, I'll be doing a top 10 for both of the episodes I liked and didn't like. As with any list, it's all subjective. My list will differ from yours most certainly, so feel free to list your favorites in the comments below. Quick honorable mentions go to Top Bolt, a genuinely good map episode, I say the best one of the season, and Where the Apple Lies for having a fantastic lesson. I just like these 10 a lot more. Now, without further delay, here is my top 10 episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 6. Number 10. Alright, let's start this list with one of the best Spike episodes ever, Gauntlet of Fire. Spike is the best character, Ember is best tsundere, and Garble is punished throughout. I love this episode. Well, the first act has its problems. In particular, reminding me of the problems in Dragon Quest, which include the predictable setup and one-dimensional characters in the Teen Dragons. But as soon as the competition started, everything turned out for the better. Number 9. Number 9 is an episode that I was looking forward to, simply because I'm the only one among my brony peers who actually takes interest in this activity. Sports! Buckball season is an episode I hope catches on outside of the show. I want this to be an actual activity at conventions. It looks really fun, and I bet a couple of people I know would play it. Even so, that competitive spirit I see in the episode can mirror real-life coaching. But the star of the show is Snails, an idiot savant if I ever saw one. Maybe we'll see the same for Snips in a future episode, but we'll see. Number 8. So at number 8, we have the season premiere, The Crystalling. The episode makes Starlight likable, all 3 male characters in the episode are well written, and the episode balances both plots well. I'll admit, Fluttershy probably could have been written out of the story, and the episode had its fair share of because the plot says so moments, but I enjoyed the episode thoroughly. Overall, a solid follow-up to the season 5 finale. Would watch again. Number 7. Holy crap, it took forever, but we finally got an episode taking place in Manhattan that wasn't mediocre. Gift of the Mod Pie did a great job interpreting the fable of the Gift of the Magi by having a different take on the act of gift giving. That being, gift giving is not a contest. Not to mention, the new facial expressions from Pinkie Pie are showing the staff is improving their animation prowess each season. The only gripe I have in this episode is Pinkie Pie should have known better when it came to the Swindler Pony. But this easily is a better representation of Manhattan than any other episode the show has done in the past. Number 6. Man, didn't think My Little Pony would go here. The Times Are A-Changing was a shocking episode for sure because of the subject matter. The first thing that this episode reminds me of is a Power Rangers episode called The Wasp with a Heart. In it, the Pink Ranger Cassie is befriended by a wasp monster who doesn't want to be a bad guy. But in actuality, it's closer in tone to a former criminal trying to make right in the world, but is weighed down by their past actions or their association with the criminal past. This is without a doubt the best Spike episode ever. I even think the song was fine despite the placement of it. Plus, Spike proved himself to be a hero without doing something grand, but showing just a simple act of kindness. And after the election results, I think it's much needed. Number 5. 2! Count 'em! 2 good Manhattan-based episodes! The Saddle Row Review brings a fresh face when it comes to storytelling in My Little Pony. The intercut interview style that is well known in sitcoms today, such as The Office, Parks and Recreation, and Modern Family, was a welcome change of pace that was brought on by a gut-bustingly hilarious script. Also, plaid stripes will haunt my nightmares for all eternity. Number 4. So for all of those who say the comics and other books aren't canon can proverbially suck it because Dungeons & Discourse officially canonized ogres and oubliettes! Nick Confalone I doubted for the longest time. I wasn't a big fan of his episodes like Party Pooped or No Second Prances because he sacrificed story for comedy, while the comedy was still really good. But when the story and comedy coincide by having the unpredictability of a D&D campaign be the centerpiece, I enjoy it more. Thus, wanting more by the end of the episode. Please, please let there be more O&O episodes. Number 3. The first episode I genuinely thought was worthy of 4 stars this season. A Heartwarming Tale has great songs, a great story, and an overall heartwarming feel to the episode. This adds to the lore of Heartwarming by talking about the stories inspired by the legend, while the previous Heartwarming episode explored its traditions. This episode left me with a warm, satisfying feeling after my first viewing, and I hope we get more episodes like this. Number 2. And number 2 is the episode that was going to either make or break the CMC arc this season. Thankfully, the Fault in Our Cutie Marks delivered. I mentioned this during the Roundtable's Magic podcast, but the thing I admired the most of what the episode did was what the episode didn't do. And that was pull a conclusion out of their ass. Ed Valentine knows how to write the Cutie Mark Crusaders as a group, as demonstrated with Flight to the Finish, and the girls this time around had to deal with the impossible. Getting a non-equine character a Cutie Mark. They came away with a great solution to the problem, and now I have my second favorite equine character in Gabby. Gilda's still number 1.
Number 1.
Like with Jeremy Jahns, I'm a fan first and a critic second. So the episode I'm picking for my favorite episode of Season 6 once again comes down to how much I enjoyed the episode over all the others. And that honor goes to Stranger Than Fanfiction. The episode is all sorts of awesome. Patton Oswalt was the perfect actor to play Quibblepants. Rainbow and Quibble have great fandom moments, as in the bickering and the geek-outs. The following adventure is fun as well, and the moral is my favorite moral of the show. Just because you have differing opinions doesn't mean you can't get along. Anyone in any fandom needs to take this lesson to heart. But what solidifies this as my favorite episode? The atmosphere. I've been in Rainbow's shoes going to a convention for the first time, geeking out over the people I get to meet, meeting fans with similar interests, getting into meaningless debates with other people about the shows we love. It's all here, and I can't get enough of it. I guess, well, yeah, I can say this now. Stranger Than Fanfiction is officially my new favorite episode of the entire show. Magic Duel is officially dethroned. And that's my top 10 favorite episodes of Season 6. Stick around for my least favorites in the next video.